10 reasons for brown tips on indoor plants and its solution. Hello friends. Welcome to Gardener's Gardening. Brown tips on plant leaves can be a cause of concern, and if you're not going to take care of it on time, it can spread to the entire plant. There can be multiple issues behind this. Identify and rectify them one by one with the help of this video. Here in this video, I am going to share some tips about how to get rid of brown tips of plants. Reasons that cause brown tips on indoor plants are: Number 1. Inconsistent watering schedule. Brown leaf tips are often caused due to the way you water your plants. Underwatered plants suffer a lot and have wilting, brittle leaves where their tips turn brown and fall off. Overwatering also turns the foliage brown and yellow. But there is a slight difference between these conditions. An overwatered plant has soft, mushy, and limp leaves, whereas the underwatered plant has crinkly and dry leaves. In case of overwatering, allow the soil to dry out a bit between watering. Always water the plant when the soil feels dry to the touch. For underwatered plant, inconsistent watering puts the plants under stress, resulting in brown leaf tips. Water your plant well, and it'll be back to life soon. Number 2. Too much sunlight. Exposing the plant to too much sunlight can burn the tips and edges of the leaves, causing brown and burnt spots. It can also scorch the foliage completely in the long run. Make sure that the plants are not exposed to the harsh sun for a long duration. Afternoon sunlight is a big no for indoor plants. Number 3. Lack of humidity. Lack of moisture in the air, especially in winter or in a hot climate in summer, when you run an air conditioner, also makes the plant's leaf tips brown. Generally, the majority of houseplants love humid surroundings, and dry indoor air may cause brown tips. Misting the foliage can solve this issue for a brief time. Grouping houseplants together or keeping them on a saucer filled with water also boosts humidity around them. Using a humidifier and a humidity meter is the best solution. Number 4. Lack of nutrients. The deficiency of magnesium, calcium, iron, or phosphorus can cause brown tips. It may also cause the plant to wilt and droop. Ensure that you are correctly feeding the plant using a fertilizer that contains these micronutrients. Refer to the label for the right dosage. Number 5. Salt buildup in the soil. Overfertilization is one of the leading causes of brown tips on indoor plants. Salt buildup prevents the roots from absorbing enough moisture and burns them, making the plant water deprived, which causes brown tips. Keep in mind that less is more, as most houseplants require a weak dose of fertilizer. Feeding houseplants with weak strength and less frequently can prevent it. If it has already happened, flush the soil by keeping the plant under running water. Number 6. Improper air circulation. Studies found out that air circulation can increase or decrease the net photosynthetic rate in tomato seedlings in a greenhouse. Similarly, when your houseplants don't get the proper air circulation, it hampers the photosynthesis in them, which might cause the foliage to get brown tips. Using a ceiling or oscillating fan provides the required air circulation. Do not group the plants tightly together and ensure there's enough space between them. Number 7. Cold damage. Many houseplants are not used to cold temperatures. Keeping the plant in a way that it is on a windowsill or a cooling vent where it is exposed to the cold drafts of air. All this can damage the foliage, which causes brown edges and tips. If you notice leaf tips turning brown during winter, try to encourage the temperature and humidity around the plants. Number 8. Away from window panes. The surface of the glass on the window gets too hot or cold when it comes in contact with the outdoor air. The leaves may turn brown if they touch the glass. Always ensure that leaves are not touching the window pane, especially when the weather is harsh. Number 9. Tap water. The public water supply might contain chlorine and fluoride and other minerals like calcium in a high amount that affects plant growth. These minerals build up in the soil over time and cover the roots, causing brown tips on plants. Chlorine toxicity also increases the chance of brown leaves. You can solve this issue by allowing the tap water to sit for 24 hours or overnight, especially if the water contains chlorine. If possible, use RO water. Number 10. Pesticides. Some harsh chemical pesticides can cause a chemical burn on the foliage and roots, resulting in burnt leaf tips. Sometimes, homemade pesticide recipes that contain an excess amount of dish soap or oil can be the reason. Always do a patch test before applying on all plant parts. Pests like spider mites could also contribute to brown patches on leaves. Avoid the use of harsh chemical pesticides on the plants. Always buy a quality product. Brown tips on houseplants can be due to multiple things. So, now you know a number of reasons which may cause the brown tips of your plants. Take corrective measures and enjoy gardening as much as you can. If you find this video helpful, then don't forget to press the like button, share it with your friends and family members, and please subscribe this channel to stay tuned with us for future uploads. Take care of your green friends and keep them happy. God bless you and thanks for your time.